All right. Thank you, Kevin, for your presentation. And I'm going to take over the screen, and in the following, I will demonstrate you our system of Bimser International, which are EVA, QDMS, BIM, and also Synergy working in Acumatica and MYOB Advanced screen, and also have a quick tour of Synergy with F1 in this meeting. Thank you. And as for EVA, QDMS, BIM, and also Synergy, they are certified software of Acumatica and also MYOB Advanced ERP system. So they can integrate with Acumatica and also MYOB and have a seamless integration between each other. In addition, they can also run on the same page after you connect to your ERP system. For example, like EVA working in Acumatica ERP page, so that we can connect to our own EVA, and on the left you can still getting into the workspaces of EVA of Acumatica ERP, and on the right you can manage the applications and also get connection to the document that you upload in EVA. Same thing for QDMS as well. They can run on the same page, so that you can find all the modules that you subscribe and connect and manage it on the right of the Acumatica page. You can still find all the pending tasks and also the request for approval on this homepage as you're logging into your QDMS. And also you can connect to BIM, like log into your own instance and manage your asset, material, and also your maintenance scheduling. So all of these are manageable within Acumatica ERP with the integration between our system and Acumatica. At last, we can also see like as for Synergy, we can also log in and also manage the modules that we have within this particular page as well. And as for MYOB Advanced, we can also have our system connection and running our system within the MYOB page. First of all, we come to EVA, which is our electronic business automation platform. And right here, we can also find the login page that we can log into the system. In addition to that, we can also have the single sign-on, meaning SSO, available to our system, meaning right after you log into MYOB Advanced or Acumatica ERP, then the system will log you into the system accordingly, like what I have done for QDMS. We don't have to log in again, and simply I log into my MYOB Advanced account, and when we click QDMS, and then the system will log me into this particular system. And also at last we come to the Synergy, which we can also have the login page right here as shown on the screen, and then we can get into the system Synergy and then start managing the application. And in the coming 10 minutes, I'm going to show you Synergy, which is our content service platform. And I'm going to show it to you as a standalone solution. So Synergy is a web-based system. So that means after we deployed it on your cloud server, as Synergy is also a true cloud software that we have for Bimser International. So that after deploying Synergy on your cloud server, you don't have to prepare any other software or connection in order to connect to the system. Instead, you can simply get into the Synergy by using your web browser, like what I'm doing, or how to connect to Acumatica or MYOB Advanced. Furthermore, Synergy is a permission-based system, so not everyone can see everything. You will see what you're supposed to do based on the permissions that are granted to your account. different users have different permissions based on their role, position, profession, department, and group. I'm now logging in as the admin so that I have the full control of the system. And this is the home page right after I log in. So right here, as we log in, we can find this home page and find all the pending tasks and also the request for approval on this home page. Furthermore, we can find all the documents that we recently opened. So saying we open the documents and then we step out for our customer meeting, for our summit like today, or for our trip, for example, or you just step out for our coffee, for example. And we don't have to remember the whole path of our documents that's saved in the system, and instead we can get a quick connection and get back to our documents right away. Any announcement, like important message that you want to share with your colleague, you're more than welcome to make your announcement in our system and share with the others. For example, like the working style during the pandemic and also after pandemic. Those are something that is important that you want to share with someone else, and you can make your announcement in Synergy and keep everyone posted. On the top left, this is the main menu of Synergy. Thanks to the modular structure of our system, you can pick and choose the modules that you want to have and deploy it on your server, or I must say, on your instance. And we have our document management module, which allows you to manage your documents and also your folder structure, like all the folder that you have. And we can simply have we can have different folder on document type based, or department based, or team based. And once we have our the folder ready, and then we can also create different folders underneath, or having our documents uploaded right under this particular parent folder. And Synergy supports different document type that you upload to the system, like your contracts, your receipt, your for example, your invoices, training material, and so on, in different formats, which can be like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, PDF, image, video, and audio. So those files that you upload to the system can be opened within the built-in browser of Synergy, and you don't have to install any other software or application for reading your documents. So this is how easy that you can upload your documents and also read your documents by using our system. So you don't have to concern about the document the format that you're opening. Do you need any other application or software to read your document? All will be handled by Synergy right away after you upload it, and then the system will open its own format on your screen. And there are different actions that you can interact with your document, and all of these actions are permission based. So not everyone can do or perform this kind of action against your document, like copying your document, moving from one folder to another, renaming it, or deleting your documents. So all of these actions are permission based, again, in order to make sure your documents are insecure and also your system is secure enough to save your important document. Also, we have the workflow management module, which has and as for Synergy, it has a very powerful workflow engine. So we can digitize any business process for any industry based. And in this workflow management module, we can digitize the business process, including the data entry part and also the workflow. And these are different applications as an example that we put together in this demo environment. So let me show you the expense management application. In this application, we can have our form. This is very important, like for data entry. And the system will create certain number automatically. For example, this is our request number. Or maybe you will say like, how about other number? Let's say like contract number or invoice number. Can those be created in certain format by the system automatically? Yes, absolutely we can. And we can also capture the username, the department who is the requester automatically, and also we can pick and choose the date to the date automatically as well. So right here in Synergy, we have different objects that we can put together on our form, including like a drop-down list, and also pick and choose the date from the calendar, entering a certain amount by and limit what we can enter in a text box. As if you notice, we are not allowed it to enter any characters other than the numeric character in this particular text box. So we can also set up this kind of rule in our application as well. Also, we can have our open text box and enter the description or any additional information. You are more than welcome to upload any documents from your local to this particular request. And as I've mentioned, it can be anything like a PDF, it can be like a Word, Excel, or image. So this is the task list that we have in Synergy. Also shows you like all the uploading and downloading tasks that we have, that we are performing in our system. And right here we can have our documents entered right here and attach with our request. Also, we can have we can also open it within our built-in browser of Synergy. So all of this information will be shown right here as well. And once it is ready, and then it will be saved in all the information will be saved in this request. And as for all the application, there is a unique workflow working behind it, so that we can send this request into our workflow. And what we see is the flow history page. So this is the flow history page and tells you who we are waiting for, and also the time that we send this out send this request out. So right now we are waiting for the manager review and approval, which is we also got the name. As we are logging in as the admin, I also have the permission to switch between different user accounts. And this is the admin privilege. Not everyone can do so. So right now I'm logging in as the approver, and I can find all the pending tasks and also requests for approval on the home page. And this is exactly the request that we have just filed, SYNERGIZE 2022, with the description in our expense detail. So right here, we can read and go through all the data that we have prepared or that we enter in the very beginning and make our decision, like approving it or rejecting it. Later on, we can make our decision, and then we will put this into the next steps in our workflow, which is the Henry Watson. So this is the HR manager. So he will receive notification in his own account, so that we can come log in as the second approver and find this particular request on the home page after we log in as Henry Watson. That you can tell from top right, it shows the name of the user that we are logging in as. And then we can approve it, for example. And we will see the workflow now has been sent to another person. So this is how the workflow is working for this application. And I will say for this application only. So what I'm going to do next is show you we have a reporting tool in Synergy that record all the information or all the process that we have been managed by this application. And anytime we can retrieve the previous record and put this on our screen. So this is the all expense claim that we have finished, and then we can find what we have entered in previously, like in December 2021. So this is one of the requests or expense claim requests that we have filed or that we have been managed by using this application. So this is the audit trail that allows you to keep tracking all the previous record that we have by using Synergy. And in Synergy, we also have the IDE, which stands for Integrate Development Environment. If you ask me what it is, I will say this is the studio, or I must say like the application will be the meal or the restaurant that we have. And the IDE is the kitchen, like where we prepare the food. And in the IDE, we can find all the application that we have prepared. And this is my demo environment again. And these are some sample application I put together in this demo environment. And I'm going to pull out the one that I've just showed you is the expense declaration management application. And we can find in the IDE, we can manage the form design right here. And there are different tools that we can use, like putting together like a new password text box, or we have an open text box here, or something like a datetime picker. So all of this can be managed, and you can design your form by using the drag and drop technology in order to update your form. So after we update it, and the form will be, you can always check all the updates that you have that you did on your form by using the preview page, so that you can see what are the changes before you apply it on the user interface. In addition, we can also manage the flow, like the workflow of this particular application. So right here, you see this is how the workflow has been managed in this particular for this particular workflow or application. And also we can add a different icon or the tools on this workflow. Like we can add one more person, for example, before sending it to the finance manager, for example, and then we can simply update it, the name, or saying this is for Sam. And then we can reconnect the workflow. And if you notice, I'm not coding anything right now. What I'm doing is just drag and drop, including updating the whole workflow, like adding one more approver in the workflow. So you don't have to be the programmer in order to manage the form design and also the workflow by using Synergy. And instead, after the training that we have, you can update the system, which means update the form and also the workflow by yourself without any coding, as Synergy is a local no-code platform. It comes to the end of my demonstration. And thank you for everyone for joining SYNERGIZE 2022. If you have any questions about our systems like EVA, QDMS, BIM, and Synergy, please feel free to contact us, and let me hand the mic back over to Kevin.